Hey everybody, this is Way to Fail and it's time for more Starbound, where today I'm finally gonna try the first boss again here. You can see my house is still a work in progress, but I have been doing quite a bit of farming. So today I am going to try my best to possibly take out the first boss, the penguin UFO, who saw me a bunch of episodes ago get utterly crushed by. So what I've done is I'm not going to cheese it. This is actually made after an update where he crushes blocks now, so I have not attempted this fight before or since, but I have created quite the kiting arena. Pretty much my strategy is going to be, I have a very long land bridge that goes over a substantial portion of the world, I think over actually 2/3 of it, and I'm going to attempt to kite him. Now the reason that I'm doing this, even though I don't have maximum possible gear, here is my gear by the way. I do have silver armor, which is good, so I have armor 10. I only have a level 8 weapon, and I probably could go to a threat level 10 planet and see if I can get a better ranged weapon than an iron hunting bow. So that may be the plan, but I want to try it right here, right now first. And worst case scenario is just that I have to try it again later on. So we're going to give this boss a shot. If it seems like I'm just not doing the damage I need to do, then we're going to go visit another place and see if we can get better gear. But for now, I have 50 bandages. I did manage to find a med kit randomly before. So here goes, and less than nothing, greater than nothing. It'd be really embarrassing if I fell down there. So let's go ahead, get the crossbow or iron bow ready, and dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge. So here we go. I have a dash here. He's only level 9 now, so one of the harder parts of this battle is the fact that he does constantly drop down a bunch of crap here. So we do have some damage here. But from the looks of things, the bigger issue is going to be... Okay, so first off, I'm not getting insta-gibbed, which is nice, and I probably could have switched to a hammer right there. So, I am doing wet noodle damage right now. So he's summoning little penguins, little penguin army. And I do have a pretty substantial arena right here, but right now I'm just not doing a ton of damage. So we're going to see, he's going to do the butt stomp in just a second. So there we go, 1 bar of health down. Oh, missed the chance. I really want to poison this guy. That is a fucking penguin in a tank. Alright, so I'm probably going to have to deal with that momentarily, because I don't think I can scroll these guys off. Maybe I can. If I can scroll these guys off, this is really easy, and I just wasted a bunch of time. Okay, so that's a missile. Do not think we have friendly fire here, so yes, you can poison them. Awesome. Unfortunately, these guys are all durable as shit too, so they're actually, these little penguins are actually kind of the bigger threat. Okay, 2 band-aids here. So melee all to hell, and we're just gonna stick with kiting, I think, because I can actually do some damage to this guy with my bows. It's gonna take some time, but that's better than the alternative. So it's all about dodging a bunch of stuff here. We have a bunch of tiny little penguins going on the march here, so they are trying to gap me just a little bit, and this is gonna butt stomp any second now. That's a lot of shots fired, dude. Oh, that was right on my face. So yeah, those are concussive impact shells, and I do think he's actually taking some friendly fire damage. Maybe. Yeah, it looks like that may be exactly what's happening. So that's pretty nice. So we're getting some actual damage on this guy now, which is pretty good. I'm doing very well on bandages. So we're going to try and get the poison attack of opportunity right here. Okay, so a little shield. Are we going to fit? Oh my god. So we did get some more poison damage on there. And that poison dot lasts a really long time. So anytime he summons shit, we're just going to run away from it. Another nice thing to... Okay, so he's going to teleport and not do anything. Pretty predictable pattern here, actually. I can deal with this. Just please butt stomp right there. Got some more poison. Okay. I'll take the double bandage. That was a little bit of a freak out twitch there. You can probably hear my keyboard going a little crazy. But yeah, it's nighttime now. The extra dashing is really helping. But unfortunately, because it's not poisoned right now, there's only so much that I can do. So let's see, he's probably going to stomp here in just a second. I could up my view just a little bit here. There we go, so more dot damage. And by the way, I increased my view by pushing up and control, so probably better to adjust the view here just a little bit so I can see the boss a little better. And that's nice, my poison damage actually clues me in on where he is. So that's another good strategy. Almost had him. Now I wonder if I had bombs, if that would do a lot of good here. Okay, do not like that, but I'll eat that damage. Alright, so summoning more penguins. Penguins on parade. Melee penguins I can deal with. Tank penguins are the ones I don't want. Although he's only doing 1 damage, so... But yeah, we do. It does look like we actually have friendly fire between penguins, so now we are onto the sandstone here. Missed my melee hit. There we go, so more poison damage. Yeah, and the developer, I kind of underestimated, I guess, what they were intending with this breaking, because I thought it would just break through blocks totally, but I guess what it's trying to do is prevent cheese tactics that I've seen in the past here. Is I can just get him into this friendly fire. That'd be fantastic. But I gotta watch my health just a little bit, and that was not how you watch your health. There we go, 2 hits. So I'm still at 42 bandages. And now I'm getting little blue shit flown at me too, so that's other UFOs. So we're just gonna try and go. I keep thinking of Ikaruga for some reason. As long as I can dodge the little points of damage here. I gotta remember though that I have a fairly substantial arena, but okay, want lots of poison damage on there though, and bandage, and we want to avoid the tanks. So I do have a this is kind of crazy, just a giant UFO space penguin. I mean, what are these guys really trying to invade? Who pissed on their parade or something that brings them here? So I gotta watch my energy pretty well. It's probably gonna teleport momentarily. Get ready to dodge that. More poison and drop. More poison. There we go. Getting that rhythm going now. So as long as he doesn't summon too much that's nasty here. And those rocket penguins are pretty nasty. Okay, so we're just gonna try and dodge this entirely. So come to me, boss-like creature. There we go. Because I do not want to screw this up, so in fact we're going to bandage again. Okay, so did I get the poison off? Nope. Yeah. But you really need silver armor for this. If you remember before, I got crushed in 1 hit by that, so that attack has some pretty substantial armor penetration. But I should not get greedy here, because I'm currently being surrounded by some heavy damage hitters right here. So we'll just bring him over here and notice, oh god, that's a bullet that's gonna hit. Okay, so we're now on the cobblestone level, and poison. I think we're just about there, folks. Having a gun would make this easier, but dash is good enough, because I can effectively dodge so many things. Having poison's nice. Having a double jump would be really nice, but for now I will take my nearly freezing self as actually not freezing. That's cute, you did a little bit of damage to me. Okay, so is that... oh my god, it's dead! It's dead and all the UFOs disappear. That's so awesome. So I was actually not expecting to succeed right there, but I got the Molten Core. Whew! There we go. So right away, success on the boss fight. And I think I have a lot of penguins to clean up. But more importantly here, let's do a celebratory torch to warm up just a little bit. Because, baby, it's cold outside. Molten Core, which I did pick up. Not, it's a bone. Apparently they're doing some interesting collision detections. They are very powerful. Molten Core can be used to craft a metal workstation. Hooray! So Here marks the spot where I defeated the UFO menace. And actually, it was not a terrible fight. Pretty nice when you look at it that way. So what are we going to do now? I think the obvious answer is that we're going to go back to our house and create a refinery, as we actually have all kinds of things to harvest, which is awesome. I actually did off camera fly to my homeworld to get the wheat seeds because I'm an idiot and left them. And part of the reason that... Okay, so these are all plant fibers. I guess I didn't let those grow long enough. Well, we'll try that again. Reason I want wheat is because I can make... Whoa, that is not what I wanted to do. Hoe that back up. Okay, let's try that again. Wheat seeds, which I can grab from my inventory in place. I got 3 wheat, so I just didn't let that mature long enough. So we'll do this. As the sun rises on a new day on the world that I've defended as my home officially. So that's good. I'm going to have all kinds of goodies here. And by the way, I did also explore the bottom of the world here, and it didn't have anything particularly exciting. It's just kind of like last time where, don't get me wrong, there's different blocks and stuff, and it wasn't quite as cool as the other one before. More importantly, there wasn't a lot of great tier items. So like I said, I'm just going to be doing a little bit of farm management real quick, because I did get my other seeds, and I do want to let these seeds grow a little bit more than just the plant fiber. So where did all of these other seeds go? Inventory management. I guess I'm someone that really needs a sort inventory button. So we'll just do this real quick. The bare bones, whatever you call it. And we had sugar cane as well, so there should be some seeds for that sugar cane seeds. There we go. And don't forget, if you want to harvest those, you actually press E to walk up to it and get it. So I probably got some rice as well. We're going to be taking some seeds with us to the planet, and I also noticed that the most recent patch actually broke what I had done before, putting the seeds in the replicator, so that's no longer a thing. However, it is nice to know that I was wondering if these would grow right here, and they do, even though it's not directly raining on them. However, my Toxicap's not so happily growing. So let's go to the anvil and let's see if we can make a... Where is it? There's one item I need to make to use a Molten Core. And I think it's at the anvil, and of course I'm forgetting what it's called. So maybe it's at the crafting bench. So here we go, metalwork station. I need 1 iron anvil. Well, I can definitely spare that. Oh, not like that. Okay, so matter manipulator, go. I could probably just craft another iron anvil, but metalwork station, here we go. This is how we're going to be producing and making use of various metals capable of producing steel. And steel is going to be one of our next materials that becomes very, very important, I'm pretty sure. So let's go here, and what do we get? New schematics, possibly. I can make a hunting knife. That's a new thing introduced here, where you can... the most important thing about the hunting knife that's not listed here is that you can actually melee for meat. So let's see, we're going to go down and see what else we can make. Alright, so star map upgrade MK2. I can use this to upgrade my ship's engine, allowing it to fly to the beta sector. And I actually have more than enough for it. I only need 1 more iron bar, so that's exciting. I think I am going to try a beta sector planet, although I think it may be more prudent for me to try a threat level 10 place first. And it doesn't look like I can actually make too much else with this just yet, but we are going to be taking it with us for sure. Just because it's good to have all these things. So yeah, I'm kind of flipping between what I want to do. Do I want to try and explore the surface of some threat level 10 places, or do I want to see the beta sectors? I think the most important thing is, the most important limiting factor is going to be fuel. But let's start by actually making some iron, so we can at least go ahead and progress. Progress is progress, that's good. Stop your smelting. Good old-fashioned smelting. Thanks, Stone Furnace. Alright. So we're going to have to take some of the stuff that's in our home with us. And I know it's like, hey, you just built this home, and you didn't even finish it. Why are you leaving? It's because that's Starbound. I do want to have home planets on each place, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I get to stay with them. So, upgrade my ship's engine. So, I did make an upgrade. Yay, that's really convenient. So let's go ahead and... I'm going to be taking some of this stuff with me, although I do have plenty to craft here. And so that boss is dead. Let's go up. Alright, so I just want to make sure I use this on the ship. As our home planet right now is Alpha Mints 80, I have 127 fuel. I do have coal for some more things, but right now I think the most important thing is Star Map Upgrade 2. Let's replace the med kit that I didn't even need to use, and it is a purple item, whatever that means. And Star Map updated. New data has been uploaded to your ship's navigation system. Select the beta sector from the top of the navigator in the galaxy view to advance. I'm probably going to have to go somewhere just to get some more fuel, because I want to start using coal on this. So I am in the local sector, and you can see I did do a little bit of a loop. It's nice that they give you that option, but let's look at sector B. So here we are, beta sector, which is different from the alpha sector, and look at all these stars here. This is just so many places to possibly explore. Like if we go here and all of these areas, what are we looking at? Threat level 13, force 13, 14, 18, and there's no great way to search planets right now, but from the looks of it, I may need to go to a threat level 10 planet just to try and upgrade some of my gear just a little bit more, because threat level 11 is probably going to be too much for my 8 weapon. But still, we have plenty of options available to us. The stars are continuing to go. We could go through threat level 24 and cry quite a bit, but yeah, I will pick another place off camera, but I think I am going to be sticking. I think I just want to try and get just a little bit more stuff and start tackling these next beta sector planets a little bit next. If I can just find a planet that has maybe another good thing outside of just the jump dash, because right now beta goes from threat level 11 on up. So that's what we're going to do. I am going to just make a quick cut to the video here, and when I come back we're going to be finding out where this ship is going next, somewhere in the alpha sector. Maybe, I don't mean to be boring here, but I just want to make sure that when I get to the beta sector I can do it right. So I'll be back in just a moment. Still really excited that I beat the UFO ship. Sweet, sweet, sweet revenge. See you in a minute. Alright, so after a little bit of resource gathering and making sure I had enough fuel in case things went to shit in a hurry, what I'm going to do here is doing kind of what I said I do when I entered the Alpha Mince system to begin with, which is I was targeting mainly some level 8 places if I needed to, but I'm going to be going to this threat level 10 arid biome, and I'm really hoping that there's something here for me to see. One of the nice things about staying in system is that it takes a very tiny amount of fuel to actually fly there. So we're hitting another planet, and this time it's in the local system, so we will actually be able to see what I have characterized as my home world up from above. Now, I'm not necessarily going to be making a full base here. I'm going to be doing more of my land stuff here, but I did bring some stuff with me, like the rustic oven, which I can use to cook, thanks avians, metal workstation, which will act as my anvil, some rope, because who doesn't need rope? I wish I could take a towel with me everywhere. TIY or Chucklefish should really put in something for letting you craft a towel, because towels have all kinds of uses in space travel, and if you have no idea what I'm talking about, you should probably ask Douglas Adams. He can tell you all about it, or at least look up Arthur Dent, who learns so much about it, and then well, if you don't get what I'm saying, it's a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, one of my favorite things that I've read ever. Of course, there's also radio plays, TV series. Maybe there's a movie that had Zooey Deschanel in it, which was okay, but it tried to be a little bit too Hollywoody, and that kind of alienated people. But here we go. We are actually, you can see that we are at another planet here, or we can't, okay, so we can't actually see where I was before, but we are actually going to go down and set foot on another planet, as I have 1999 pixels remaining, and look, things are already kind of different, as you can hear one of my dogs snarfing in the background, because that's what they do this time of day. They like to snarf. But already we have bones, we have aridness, we have an ominous thing in the sky. This is threat level 10 territory, so I'm not going to use extreme caution, but I don't know who's friend or foe. Those are apparently foes. Those are little spider monkey looking scary things here. So we are on a bone planet from hell. It would be nice to rename some of these things so I could name it as such. So I don't necessarily know what we're going to find on the surface here, but I am mainly looking for things on the surface. So arid skeleton with mod. There we go. Can I actually? Nope, it's not anything I can take. Which you know that because it disappears right away. So we have a lot of bones, which I usually only see these a little further on, but we're about to see just how tough these guys are, and this is why I kind of wanted to get a different weapon before I go on, and I may have to go through a few planets to actually find a place where I can get a weapon here, because as nice as poison is, the armor penetration 8 is not going to cut it when I get to the beta sector. So at least I feel a little bit justified in my decision to try and come here first. Oh my god. All the things that look like they want to be really cute and friendly. Not so much. And they're threat level 11 too, so. But they're all getting poisoned very nicely. And okay, so one's dead. So we got some level 10 and 11 guys, and I'm just having to tank way too many hits here. So yeah, I really need to improve my weaponry. For sure. But still, at least pixels are not going to be an issue. And I can survive pretty well. So my main thing here is going to be to scour the surface and see what I can see. But yeah. Lots of bones, lots of friendly little critters here. And some pretty good caverns, but they don't necessarily go too far. Which I know I've had a little bit of debate in my comments in the past, is we have trees in the background, so maybe there is a forest on this arid planet somewhere. But some debates in terms of what the cave spelunking is like. I think I do agree a bit that maybe it'd be nice if they did have some larger, more substantial caves from the start here, as you are not getting knocked back like I would like for you to be. I guess I'm not doing enough damage to initiate a knockback, I don't know. But yeah, because a lot of these caves do get a little bit shallow, but then once you dig a little bit deeper, it gets better. But if this is kind of just a derelict land with only bones and everywhere, then yeah, I'm going to be a little sad. I'm hoping for some kind of dungeon, some place where I can get some kind of weapon that's going to be a little bit stronger, because right now, this is not quite cutting it. But this is where Starbound gets a little bit fun and interesting, because you can just explore the world, and if you don't like a world that you see, you can hop into another one, as long as you have the fuel. And I got a bunch of coal, which I kind of want to keep my coal, because I need torches, and apparently you need coal for plenty of things later on in higher tiers. So right now, yeah, my lack of armor penetration just means that poison is what's doing substantial damage for me. And dashing as well. So we'll see what goes on here. So can I kill you? Yes. Barely, but I did. So yeah, but it looks like we do have a lot of caves on this arid planet. Which it isn't a desert, but it's still pretty nice. I'm very scared to see what happens at nighttime at this place, but look, we have some grass, which is good, and we have some surface iron, surface coal. Might as well mine the surface coal. I mean, it's right here. So dry dirt as well. So I can make a bunch of bone blocks. If I want to come, let me put it this way, if I ever need bone for like some kind of gothic Florin citadel, because these are the most violent creatures in the game, more violent than the aliens that he slaughters, then yeah, I can come here and get all the damn bone I want and make all the blocks that I want. But I'm not seeing a lot in the way of plants, just a lot of dead things. So is this a totally dead planet? Something tells me probably not. But I'm gonna be dead in a minute if I... Oh, let's not mine with the axe. So there we go, dry sand as well. Which dry sand cannot be used to make glass, it needs to be fine sand. Okay, so let's not get ourselves caught here. I'm just actually going to ignore him, because I want to kind of do a quick survey of the surface to see what we can find, if anything. And maybe we won't find a lot, I don't know. I definitely don't want to drop myself all the way down on the wall, because I'm not at max health. So I could be getting myself killed here really easily. Like I said, really easily. Don't want to waste a med kit. There we go. But that's why I got all those bandages last time. And I did farm a bunch of extra plant fibers, so... Troll box, do I take it? I'm not going to take it. There's the risk reward here for me just doing a brief survey of the surface is not too great. So what I'm hoping to find is some kind of schematic, some kind of tech, ideally some kind of village, but maybe arid isn't... Oh my god, that is a lot of pissed off aliens. Okay, so we have some trees, and we have what is known as ye old pincer attack. So let's see here. If I can spring a trap, maybe. Or maybe I should just keep going. Sometimes the best way to engage is to not engage at all. That is not the Florin way, but that's how I'm going to be playing this here. So just going to grab a little bit of coal. I mean, if it's on the surface, I might as well. Because dire stone. I'm not exactly sure what dire stone is for, but also not the first time I've seen it. I think I got some on my last arid planet, so apparently dire stone is for the current dire situation that we're in. So a little bit of a cavey place here. Okay, so these guys stop running and do their little walk charge up, but right now I am taking way too much damage. So let's see, you're poisoned. But I can kind of hit and run and let you run at me a little bit. They do have a nice little spiked tail though, so they're almost cute in their own deadly way. Not terrible. But yeah, we're just going to see what's around the planet's surface, if we can find anything, or unfortunately if I can get killed by these guys, which is far more likely. So you're going to jump up here. Maybe I can just dash skip them. So these guys are the equivalent of what I think of as a relentless onslaught of monkey devil tail hellions. But still, I'm doing pretty good on my pixel intake. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing a dungeon here of any kind. So I guess maybe another option would be to go find a town and slaughter it, which would fit my character pretty well, but that's typically not how I like to play things, even though slaughtering a guard is what got me a really nice weapon to begin with. So we'll see kind of what the plan unfolds is, but I do want to just go at least around the world just to see what there is to find out about it. But I'm probably going to be getting into having this video be a little long. So what I'm probably going to do here is just call it right now, probably calling it right now is going to make me find something fantastic, as we have water on the surface, a very tiny oasis on this entire planet, and I can drain that and destroy it. But yeah, I think this is going to be it for now. This is Way to Fail with Starbound. If you like what you're seeing, feel free to subscribe, and I appreciate all of you all's viewership. It is a big deal for me that you all are sticking around, watching, commenting, and it's a great game, and it's nice to share this with y'all. But yeah, if you like what you see, feel free to subscribe, or definitely like this video, or leave a post in the comments. But otherwise, that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed it. I will see you all next time, and either we're going to be doing whatever interesting dungeon type place there is to do here, or we're just going to be carrying on to another similar planet that may or may not have something interesting, because I feel like I really need to get a better weapon before I go on to the next area. But if that doesn't work out, maybe I'll just go to the next sector, or quadrant B, whatever you call it, and just get my face rolled until I cry and get better. Okay, that was a little crappy. So I was apparently going to sign off, and then I gave you all my spiel, but I'm on fire, so this could be a yeah, I'm dead. I am so dead. I might not be dead. Yay, you're getting bonus footage of me getting... Why am I not using my ranged weapon here against a flying animal with so many eyes? So there we go. That's it for now. I got some raw alien meat. I guess I need to eat a little bit. But that's it for now. This is Way to Fail. Subscribe, like, whatever you want to do here, or at least comment. Thanks for watching. I will see you all next time.